Good morning, BNI. I am so glad that I have the opportunity to talk to you this morning. Today, I want to spend a little bit of time talking about the power of one and really what can make you the most successful in BNI. Oftentimes, we hear people say, "Oh, BNI didn't work for me." Never do we ever hear someone say, "You know what? I didn't work BNI." Where in reality, when members leave, that's usually the reason, is they don't know how to make BNI be a very effective and affordable way to grow their business. So we're going to start off today talking about the power of one. I know you've heard me talk about it before, but there's a couple main elements to the power of one. And just to let you know, BNI is not rocket science. It really is a simple system designed to get you out of your comfort zone and build strong, successful relationships. It is not rocket science. We oftentimes, as members, try to overcomplicate this system that was designed to make you successful. So first, let's start off. What are the 5 main elements of the power of one? First, you got to show up. So being at your meeting, being there, being on time, in fact, being early so that you can make a positive impact and impression on the visitors that show up. Also working with your new members, mentoring them. So don't miss your open networking time. That's really designed for you to get to make a great first impression. 2, you should be doing at least 1 referral per member per week. So your goal is to pass 1 referral per week. In order to do that, one of the ways you'll need to pass more referrals is you should also be doing one-to-one per member per week. So if you get out there and you do a one-to-one using the forms, I know that you will not have a hard time finding a referral for one of your fellow referral partners. You also should be doing 1 chapter education unit per week. Today, I'm going to post a couple links on both the BNI Alaska Facebook page and your chapter Facebook page. Please take time this week. By listening to both of those, you will get 1 chapter education unit. So you'll be done for the week. Now, that's an average. So some of the times you might have to do 2 or 3. Other times you might have to miss, but I don't recommend it. Also, you should be bringing 1 visitor or guest to your chapter per month. What we know in BNI is that even if a visitor doesn't join or a guest doesn't become a fellow referral source for you, what they actually can do is pass referrals to you and to your chapter members. So it's not just about bringing that person because we're trying to sell to that visitor. It's about getting that visitor there so we have access to the 500 people that visitor or guest knows. Okay, so the power of one is going to be a podcast, or it's actually a YouTube video that I'm going to share. Please, please, please listen to it. Tim Roberts, who is now our national director, recorded it maybe 4 years ago or so, and it's still very, very relevant today. He asked 3 main questions, and I'm telling you, if you listen to those questions, it will change the way that you do business within BNI and with your fellow clients that you already have and so forth. So please, please, please take time. I believe it's 39 minutes. You don't have to watch the video. You can just listen to it. In fact, I even re-listened to it over the weekend and just played it in my car while I was driving. So you don't have to watch the actual video, but you do need to listen to it. Another thing that I would like for you to do, and we're actually going to do this morning. So in a few minutes, I'm going to ask that Sean passes out a handout that I've emailed to him. And he's going to pause the video for a few minutes for you all to take a little bit of time and actually do this worksheet. And what this worksheet is, so it's actually from podcast number 321, and it's a fantastic podcast, but it talks about assessing the value of your BNI membership. So these are some things that you're going to do when you're looking at the worksheet here in a few moments. So for example, it says, I speak clearly and confidently about my business. You're going to rate that a 0 to 5. And what you're going to do is you're going to do before BNI rate yourself. So you have to think for a few minutes, how was I about, clearly speaking about my business? So what was your before number? And then what is now? So Even if you just joined last week, that's fine. Or if you've been a member for 8-9 years, you might have to think back a ways to see where you were. But the reason I want you to do this is oftentimes people join BNI because they think it's just about the money. Now, usually what happens is people just want to be successful. And everybody has a different definition of what successful means to them. However, some of the times it's the money that helps us to get those things that we want and how we define success. So for some of you, maybe success is being able to donate money or create a legacy or those types of things. So the money isn't actually what's the success marker. It's what you can do with that money. So that's why I also want you to take a look at this, because BNI isn't always just about the money. It's also about some of the other things that help us to improve our business or even just improve ourselves. So we're going to take a few minutes and actually have you go through and assess your BNI membership. So before we do that, I have a referral request that I definitely am asking you to do. After you complete this, if you feel compelled enough, my referral request would be that you will take time to send me a testimonial about how BNI has helped you and or helped your business. You can type it up and email it to me, or if you will record a video, I would absolutely love that. Keep it to about 30 seconds if you're going to record a video of how BNI has helped you and helped your business. Feel free to give out a shout out to a fellow member that really has made an impact. And it might not be because they made an impact because they gave you the best referral. It might be because they help mentor you in your business. So I would love to hear some of those testimonials. The other thing I want you to think about, and this is kind of a funny story, one of the members we heard talk at Global Convention had shared a story about how she initially wasn't going to renew her BNI membership. And what she did is she actually went back, looked at all of her clients that she had acquired over the past year, and she realized about 48% of her business actually had come from BNI members or visitors that actually attended the chapter or the referrals that BNI members provided to her. So she also then sat down and looked at what did she do prior to BNI. And what she did prior to BNI was she actually did a lot of cold calling. So believe it or not, she actually scheduled once a month on Friday for 3 hours to cold call. And the director of her chapter was kind of talking to her about it and she said, why would you do that? And she said, you know what, I almost didn't renew my BNI membership. And so I scheduled this as a way to remind myself why I need to be in BNI still and why I need to get up, go to the meetings, schedule one-to-ones to meet with my fellow members, and really focus on doing the continuing education so that I get better at referral marketing and referral networking instead of cold calling. So I thought that was a cute little story, and I wanted to share that with you all today. I'm not saying you have to go schedule that, but think about your membership, and I'm really hoping that BNI is doing more for you than just growing your business. I am always here to help. I wish I could have done this with your chapter live today. However, I am actually working with the B2B chapter where they're doing what's called the Diamond Growth Program. So I'm spending 8 weeks with them and coming in either live when I'm in Alaska or joining in via webinar with them every single week. So I wish I could have been there today, but I did want to share with you just a friendly reminder about the power of one and how BNI really is simple and it's not rocket science. And then also I really want you to take some time today to assess your BNI membership. So at this point, I'm going to ask that Sean hands out the worksheet, gets it to you, and then if you will, take about 5 minutes today and complete this as we start right now. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic day, and please remember, BNI, we really are changing the way the world does business. Have a great day.